Once the ball's on the top of the plateau, it turns away from that hole. 2 from down there would be great.
Second shot for Trevor Cohn at the first.
Impressive young man to me. Simple golf swing. I like his action. And he's going to like that action.
Good start there for Cohn.
They are coming out of the woodwork. Great players all over the lot.
Matthew Riedel, his second shot at the 10th.
That is a brave tee shot all the way down the left-hand side. There's water down the left. But after that, you've got to take advantage, and he did with a wedge.
Certainly want to take advantage with the wedge play out on these 3 courses. Michael Thor Bjornsson, his third shot at 10.
This kid is legit. I was lucky enough to follow both him and Luke Clanton in the final round of the John Deere Classic last year. My goodness, this man is regal. He's tall, he's strong, he's fast. He has got it all. Watch this space. And he's a Stanford graduate, so he's smart.
The full package.
Yeah.
Well, as you can tell from your screen this week, Pro-Am format on the PGA Tour, one of 2 Pro-Ams on the season.
Yeah.
AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am, the other. Well done there.
Beautiful putt. Cool shoes. Yeah, fist bump me. I'm a boss.
It's a good week for the pros to be playing alongside a lot of these corporate executives. You know, you hear guys talk about picking their brains in business and trying to get advice away from the golf course. Even though it's a little bit slower in terms of pace, they still appreciate it because it's unlike what they do on a regular basis.
We've got this week, you know, that's a Pro-Am. In years past, it's been 5 rounds that the amateurs played the entire time. Now it's 3 rounds with the amateurs, 1 round that the pros play on Sunday. I think of Pebble Beach, the AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am. You know, it was the old Crosby clam bake for the longest time where all the Hollywood select showed up. So yeah, a few Pro-Ams throughout the year are really cool.
Stephen Fisk, birdie putt at 1.
No problems. Solid start to his day. But he's going to need birdies. 3-run cut at this American Express tournament. Cut falls tomorrow. And in years past, it's sort of somewhere around that 9, 10 under, 11 under clip will get you some Sunday action.
Here's your guy, Cohn for birdie. Let's see if his putting stroke matches the full swing.
Well, the putting stroke is solid. Reading this one's going to be hard. It feels straight, but it will want to tumble left just a touch. Just didn't do it.
Was not kind. It's a good putt. Go back to the par putt for Thor Bjornsson.
To me, he's kind of the prototypical PGA Tour professional. Right around that 6'2" size, strong, fast. You know, there's not much room, even with that miss, for little guys like me anymore. You've got to be big and strong and fast to be able to compete at the highest level.
It's incredible how much the game's changed the last 20 years.
Should have gone that way. Yep. This golf, it's maddening.
Back out to the range. Guys continuing to warm up. You see Justin Thomas in the background.
Just talking of size, I mean, this is a man who gets a lot out of his frame. He's probably about 5'11", 5'10"-ish. But he just absolutely maximizes what he has. But you've got to give him credit too, because not just the work on the swing and the talent. He's done a lot of work in the gym with Colby Tillier. You know, they've gotten stronger, faster. And he has added some gas. I mean, Justin Thomas, who was long, can really move it now.
Different checkpoints in the swing. That's a nice drill.
That's always his thing. JT just wants to get the club back to that club shaft parallel position. If he lines things up there, it helps the top of the backswing location.
Back out to 10, Riedel for birdie. Part of the contingency that got on tour, finishing in the top 5, PGA Tour Q School.
That is a grilling event. Every shot feels like it's on the knife edge. Once you make it through there, it's almost like you're playing with house money on tour.
We were trying to lean it in for him.
That putt there, we saw that a few times yesterday, and only one player, I think out of 6 or 7 by my count, missed it on the high side. Tough to read.
Okay, Ben Cole's looking for the turkey. Birdie number 3 in a row to start his day. How about it?
Turkey, cooked. Man, but for one up and down on the 18th hole at the CJ Cup, the Byron Nelson event last year, he'd be a PGA Tour winner.
Well, we're going to continue to watch JT.
Struck it fine around La Quinta in round 1. Did not make anything on the greens. But you know what? It's a new day.
Yeah, we saw a lot of his round, especially early, and he was frustrated. Hitting good shots and had a lot of opportunities. The putts weren't dropping. They did start dropping on his second 9, and that was good news for him. 1 birdie on his opening 9 yesterday at La Quinta, and then 3 straight birdies at 10, 11, and 12. Added another one at 16, so good recipe for a 5-under day for Justin Thomas. Back out to Justin Lauer, hoping to keep this going. This is for the outright lead. Knew it right off the face, Mark. But the way he's striking it, he'll continue to get a lot of good looks. We're just getting started on this Friday. The Nicholas tournament course is second into 10.
Always been a prolific ball striker, and it's just rinse and repeat for this man.
5 birdies, 2 eagles on Thursday for Hoffman.
Is that all?
Rafa Campos grinding on the range. See guys scattered all about. They've got their swing coaches out, got the caddies taking notes. Cam Young getting dialed in. So we welcome in the third member of our broadcast team. Perfect time to say good morning to John Rollins. Rocket, what did yesterday tell you?
Yeah, good morning to you, Lisa. You know, yesterday I think was exactly what we expected. We talked about the new greens here at the stadium course and how difficult, how firm they were and how difficult, that was going to be for the players. And really it came to light. I mean, when Mark talked earlier about the scoring comparison, almost 4 shots under par at La Quinta Country Club and also the Nicholas tournament course, but over par here yesterday at the PGA West Stadium course. So it's providing a very difficult test for these players. And today I'm going to be out with that JT Post and Jake Knapp group, and our leader JT Post, and it's going to be, I think, an important round for him as he transitions to this difficult golf course. If he can go out and kind of keep that putter hot, and just post something in red figures, it really will set him up for what could be a good run as he then gets to go to La Quinta tomorrow, a much more scoreable golf course. So I'm excited to see how JT can handle this difficult golf course today. If that putter stays hot, it could be a pretty special day for him.
Hey, Johnny, I know you appreciate smooth golf swings. I know you work on that sort of stuff. You've got Jake Knapp and JT Poston. I mean, that's like the mayors of Tempo Town you're getting to watch.
Yeah, you guys may have to wake me up a couple of times to make sure I don't fall asleep watching that silky action out here all day. I mean, Jake Knapp, it's effortless power. It's going to be a lot of fun to watch that. And to your point, JT Poston, his swing is pretty spot on as well when it comes to rhythm. So a lot of good things that I think we're in store for on this Friday, and I'm just excited to be a part of it.
Well, we're excited for you to be a part of it, too. And, I mean, is anybody cooler with that mini driver than Jake Knapp? Will take a little divot in front of the tee. Let's go. Jake Knapp, JT Poston, and Tom Hoagie. Cameron Young, also part of our featured group coverage here on PGA Tour Live, ESPN+. As we go back out to the Nicholas tournament course, Charlie Hoffman. Birdie putt. He has been putting some work in on the fitness part of his game.
Well, yes, the reality, at every level of the game, but especially here, you want to find a separator. And his ball striking has always separated him. That's Charlie Hoffman. But when you start to mature in age, like a lot of us, like Charlie is, you're going to stay relevant. And relevant is on the greens, as you can see naturally, but it's being fit enough to play week in, week out, and then between weeks, work hard on the game so you can compete with these kids coming up, because every year they're bigger, they're stronger, they're faster, and golf is an athletic game.
Well, he is certainly proving that. It's impressive to watch him still out there competing with those guys. Sammy Valimaki, third shot. This man had a hole-in-one yesterday.
Yeah, and he's a big burly guy on the fin. I mean, he can mash it off the tee. He's mashed that putt a little too hard.
I'm sure at some point today we will show you that hole-in-one that he had, but yesterday played the Nicholas tournament course, did Valimaki, and holed out on the par 3 12th. As we take a look once again, front page of the leaderboard, 12:25 Eastern time. Again, JT Poston playing alongside Jake Knapp. We'll show you a lot of their action with John Rollins out on the golf course. Justin Lauer now tied at the top. 1 under through 3 holes. He's playing the Nicholas course. Chris Kirk. Watch out for this man.
Yeah, talk about Tempo Town. Chris Kirk, I think he's the chief of staff out there. He's such a great player, perennially solid, won the Century last year, had a very sound year, and here in California, just with light winds, he can just hit the shots that he does. And you see all those guys at the top, Poston, Kirk, Day, there's sort of a bit of a throwback here as we come to an event where, history abounds.
Well, Valimaki.
Come on. Whoopsie, careful now. After just missing the green long and to the left, now you're staring some work in the face to salvage the bogey. Bogeys are rough around this tournament. Doubles or lows are just horrendous.
Yeah, you talked yesterday about it's really a week. It's a birdie fest. We'll see a lot of eagles. So bogey avoidance is a big stat to watch. Birdie putt for Lashley.
He's accustomed to desert golf. Went to the University of Arizona.
Fisk, his second shot at number 2.
Long drive all the way down there. Must have gone with driver. Just 78 yards left in the 360-yard hole. Oh, now settle. He had the right idea. I mean, he must be flummoxed by that because he's coming from the first cut, so you expect that the ball won't spin too hard. That thing spun like a top.
Had a lot of speed on the shot. So we watched Norlander to stay at 5 under. So the drop shot pushes Norlander back to 4 under. Big putt here for Valimaki.
A winner on the DP World Tour. Just still trying to make his way on the PGA Tour some. I've watched him play. He is unafraid. He's kind of prototypical as well, where you just get up and you bash driver, you find it, and you play again. He is mercurial. And this is a big putt, just to, not just for the scorecard, but to stem the mental tide, because those doubles, it almost starts to get the mind to force the issue and try and get that all back.
Yeah, that's well done. A lot different walking off that hole with a bogey versus a double. So that was, even though a little painful, not as painful as it could have been. Second shot for Ben Coles.
He's not the longest hitter in the world, but rarely can launch it up in the air, and this one's way up there. Should come down softly. Plateau green there on the par 5, the 4th at the Nicklaus Tournament course.
Par putt for David Skins at 10. Second shot for Brant Snedeker over at Nicklaus.
It is target practice to that whole location there, isn't it? I mean, everyone's taking dead aim.
Keith Mitchell next to play. Had a nice little 66 yesterday over at La Quinta. Is he another one of those players you're surprised hasn't won more?
He's wildly talented. I feel like he knows he's got more in him. So yeah, perhaps.
You're more of an aggressive line, aren't you? Than you're struggling to see you get full off like that anyway.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, because you can almost use that bank down to a certain degree.
170 for Willett.
So the conversation is about the quality of the line and the lie. The ball's nestled down just a touch. So this is all about contact, stabilizing those feet.
And welcome back, PGA Tour Live. Cohn, as we showed you, yet to play, but he had, boy, a beautiful drive. Just had an absolute, I don't know, what it looked like about 60 yards in, right?
Pitch. It was a bit of an unforced error, that second shot, especially with the backstop right there behind the hole. To have left it that short, not gotten it over the ridge.
To finish our thought, I guess what I was getting at was, if you shot, let's call it 3 under, which is a really good day yesterday on the stadium.
Okay.
You look up at the leaderboard and you're 7 back. Now, I
Okay.
understand that the course is the whole thing, but you're still 7 back. And for me, of course, I'm a mental midget. I would look that I would take that as a loss. I'm 7 back. Now, I understand it's not apples to apples. Conversely, if I shot 8 under on the Nicklaus, even though I'd say I'm 2 back.